Hey everyone, welcome to the MatMadik Cost channel. Alright, let's just jump right into this. Daniel Armstrong, thank you very much for recommending this indirectly. Tyson James song to react to. Toxic. Alright, I'm going to react to this in a moment, but before I do, I just want to get something out of the way. Skip the video ahead like 2 or 3 minutes until the video starts playing, and I'll be done. Alright, I want to turn over a new leaf, people. You know me, I'm on the right, I'm conservative, and I'm going to just keep smacking these SJWs, and, and letting freedom ring. Now, not physically, of course. I'm just talking about as a figure of speech. Now, is he sitting on a pistol of a gun right there? My God. Anyway, but that being said, despite me just giving it as good as I get, counterpunching, if you will, like Trump would do, I know that when this whole war is over, that we're definitely in right now, it's just gonna be a case of humanity making up with each other at the end of all of the wreckage. That's just like America had to do after at the end of their wars. So people from now on, whether it's Eminem, who I've expressed my disdain for now and then, as far as his SJW pushing the anti-Trump rhetoric, demonizing Trump supporters rhetoric, taking a knee during the Super Bowl, so endorsing Joe Biden. Hey, that's his right to do that, but him trying to demonize Trump with the rest of Hollywood, the wokesters of Hollywood, yeah, I just had to say F you, Eminem. But for that matter, I'm like thinking to myself, yeah, him and D Barnes beat Dr. Dre, for that matter. All these people claiming that they should be champions of society, but they're really menaces to society. That all being said, when it comes to art, I'd like to be able to know that I can just react to something objectively as much as possible. Yes, having my positions and opinions about someone may indeed put me squarely in an opposing camp, but that wouldn't mean that I'm not even able to even lay eyes on them. So I don't want to take it that far. I'll check out the odd beefing diss track video now and then. I don't see the value in that much, but I'll check it out in the name of being one with the reactor communities, hip hop fan community, and just music community and so on. But yeah, I'll ultimately still be the same in terms of the freedoms that I stand for, patriotism that I stand for, and loving people like Tyson James, good old patriot. Even when he starts beefing with people on his own camp, which I probably won't want to give a time of day to, I'm going to try. So without further ado, people, Tyson James, let's see what you got to say about that word, toxic.
Oh my gosh. He's so toxic.
Alright, we're starting off like that. People who are attacking people for being toxically masculine and all that malarkey. The way he's starting this off, mocking the SJW, if you would, as the salty cracker would put it, libtard voice. I'm using that term fairly. Not salty cracker, that's the dude's name. The Salty Cracker YouTube channel, by the way, I recommend you check it out. But the term libtard is a counterpunch to people who quote Trump supporters Trump-tards. So one could say, let's just not pick on each other that way. Look, freedom of speech is freedom of speech. I'm just saying that I'm not going to lock myself away in my bubble. But I'm going to get in the ring with you guys and have a good old debate of terminologies when the moment calls for it. But like Dax did with the Britney Spears remix, sometimes it's best to just troll people, imitate them. And I'm all for the game for you imitating me and people on the right also. Let's, just like battle rap does. And again, shout out to Eminem. I watched 8 Mile yesterday with my wife. We saw it for the first time the day before, actually, and we enjoyed that. And I just got back into remembering the good old values of duking something out if you got a problem with someone. Let's just see what group of society, if you will, people gravitate to more after all is said and done. Alright, without further ado, Let's just let the video continue.
Look at how he talks about the LGBTQ community. How rude. Jesus would never say that. Okay.
Nah, I gotta say something about that line. Jesus would never say that. Let me know in the comments if any of you have been told that, particularly if you're on the right, but hey, it doesn't matter. As in, told by somebody who's probably on the left, saying Jesus would, saying that you're not effectively not being Christ-like or whatnot, and you typically and ask yourself if that person even believes if God exists. If they're an atheist. And you remember when Trump was going through the whole thing of being persecuted, and people were saying he's gone through worse than people on the right were saying he's gone through the same amount of persecution as Jesus had, or so on. But people on the left, of course, taking the opportunity to attack Trump. Hey, it's real fair game, and when it comes to this partisan politics, people on the left taking issue with that claim showed themselves up to be hypocrites when it came to seeing that as something of a blasphemous statement, because I understand a lot of them are atheists anyway. Anyway, without further ado, maybe I'm just conflating things, am I? Let me know.
I'm on the front line, better know that.
Oh, sorry, and just by the way, the quality of Tyson's James videos are just too sharp. It's kind of hard to focus on them, but the clown face, the rainbow flag reminds me of 6ix9ine. This is a great way to open the video. Let's check it out again.
Look at how he talks about the LGBTQ community. How rude. Jesus would never say that. Okay. I'm on the front line, better know that. I get a lot of hate for the blowback, but I don't really care, it's a known fact. I ain't really in it for the money, I'm a cokehead. They say I'm toxic, ayy, I'm chopping this beat like Bobby Flay. You don't want beef, I'm not the place. Serve God, my boss is on display.
I didn't catch that last line, and I also don't know who Bobby Flay is, but unless he's saying filet, like filet mignon. Excuse me, people. All right. Right. So, what's the deal here, right? Excuse me. Yeah, being on the front lines, dude. Tyson James, that's the way it's gotta be. It's a battle. It's a war. Well, sometimes you gotta let people win the battle so you can win the war. But nothing like being a frontline soldier like you, mate. Let them have it.
Okay, giving everybody the truth, I'm in it to win, and I ain't never giving up. Hey, you better repent and never return until you sin, and how much you forgiven us. Look, so many people are gonna burn up in the flames. Are you a part of the lump, huh? You don't want to see that dump. You don't want to drink that cup. Hey,
I drink that Kool-Aid. So essentially, it sounds like he's saying everybody who's is swallowing this whole thing, hook, line, and sinker, if you will. This whole narrative that is being pushed on society of attacking men for toxicity, the masculine toxicity, for it seems that they're all just going to be burned up in the end with the rage, with the fiery rage that they spew forth. Let me know if my analysis is somewhat accurate.
green dot with the optic, ayy. Serve God, no gothic, ayy. Some of y'all off, no logic, ayy. I'ma serve God, I'm toxic, ayy. I'm toxic. They say I'm toxic, ayy. I'm toxic. I guess I'm toxic, ayy.
Fun fact, I don't care. Wicked. I remember seeing that I remember seeing him. I remember his promotion of that slogan on the community post on YouTube. Excellent. So North Gothic, all this Marilyn Manson look, essentially washing people out, making demons of them, or through looks at least. It's something that some people like Tyson James, patriots like him, who have family values and good old healthy mindset values, cannot tolerate. But yet, his kind of considered toxic. So he's saying, fine, call me toxic if you will. For me, wanting to stand for something that is directly opposed to all of this colorful tearing down of societies, then call me toxic if you have to, but I'm just gonna stand my ground. I dig it.
Ain't with the LGBTQ. Y'all ain't gonna make it, believe me, you. Just face it. You will never see me lose. Surf got him on top, he gon' see me through. They say I'm toxic. Ooh, I talk to the youth like Dr. Seuss. If you my God, that's not good news. If you're born a girl, you're not a dude.
Hilarious. It's an LGBT flag on his face with an X. Fantastic. So that rainbow flag got an abomination label from him, and I don't know if I already said this. My mind tends to be like a goldfish sometimes. I don't know, during reactions, but it seems, like I said, rainbows are getting a bad rap thanks to people who commandeered it. The same way leftists complain that right-wing people have commandeered the red pill term from the Matrix. Well, at least the Matrix producer, who seems to be one of these woke tods themselves. All right, wokesters, let's call them that, has claimed the case is, and we want our rainbows back. Maybe the Matrix people want their red pill back, but that's the beauty of freedom of speech, eh? We understand what he's doing here. He's not trying to burn down rainbows. Good luck trying to get them out of the sky, but I personally, if I were him, I would have put. I mean, he's going in the right direction with that X on that thing's face. I put out the LGBT flag in particular, not just a rainbow flag, but that one with the triangle in the corner. That if you put, like you've seen in my video on my home screen, when you put the 4 flags in a circle, if you will, but just take 4 of the flags and place them in 90-degree angles from one another. You'll see a swastika. So that's the rainbow flag that we're taking issue with. But actual rainbows, I don't want to go against them. It's a good old sign of indeed the earth was purged and the ark returned to the surface. Anyway, that's not what I'm calling for.
Okay, listen. Better believe and leave the weed smoke. You need to be woke. I'm independent, I'm in it when I said it, and I don't need to be broke. Okay, I'm living in the middle of a war. I got a gun, I don't need me cloak. People want to see me choke, but y'all don't want to see these smoke. Ooh. Green dot with the optic, ayy. Serve God, no gothic, ayy. Some of y'all off, no logic, ayy. I'ma serve God, I'm toxic, ayy. I'm toxic. They say I'm toxic, ayy. I'm toxic. I guess I'm toxic, ayy.
How did it detonate? What did you put under it for it to detonate? I don't know. But, yeah, man. Abomination, I'd say. But not rainbows. Only that LGBT one. Simply because there's more to it than, well, gosh, I don't have to explain it to you people, but when you're able to take the LGBT flag, put it in at 90-degree angles, put 4 of them in at 90-degree angles, adjacent to each other, and see a swastika, that should give you something of a hint as to what type of movements are behind it. There's nothing wrong with people of different orientations living their own lives, minding their own business, just like I mind my own business. But the movement at large that is trying to wreck society is something that cannot be left unchecked. That's what I say. And for instance, check out the people who made that song, "We're Coming for Your Children." I've done a reaction to it. The Boston Gay Men's Choir. Listen to the rhetoric. Ask yourself if pushing sexuality of any orientation on children is appropriate. If the answer is no, then ask yourself, what in the world are those people doing? And by the way, yes, that that nonsensical flag shows up in that video too. So Tyson James, let it ring. Excuse me, people. That's hilarious. That was funny. Let me know what you think, people. I love it. Catch you next time. Peace. Where's that button? There it is.